Hello everyone and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Gemini for the second part of September 16th through the 30th. Please remember this is a general reading. There may be some parts that do not resonate with you. Please take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest behind. You may also want to check out your other signs. Also, I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today, dear Gemini. In the past position, we have the Ten of Swords, clarified by the Lovers. In the obstacle position, we have the King of Pentacles, clarified by the Eight of Wands. In the present position, we have the Three of Wands, clarified by the Five of Pentacles. And in the future outcome position, we have the World, clarified by the Seven of Cups. This reading is a little bit kind of letting go and healing. There's something that is weighing heavy on your heart, but you're working through it. And as you finish out the month of September, you're going to be in a much stronger position, in a much better position. You will feel like you're ready to move forward, and you'll be optimistic, and you'll be excited, and you'll be looking forward to things as they come. In the past position, we've got the Ten of Swords, clarified by the Lovers. Of course, it's not a good combination for relationships. The Ten of Swords is heavy energy, it's dead energy, it's about perhaps betrayal, it's about perhaps hurt, but there is on the horizon, things are clearing. It may not feel like you are out of the clear yet, but things are moving in the right direction, and you're going to feel, like your old self pretty soon. The Ten of Swords is perhaps a card of giving up on something that really meant a lot. Maybe a relationship that was really important to you, and perhaps having like part of your identity even in that relationship. So definitely very heavy combination here, but it's very promising because it suggests that the worst is over. The best placement for the Ten of Swords is in the past, because it suggests that you've already weathered the storm. It's already behind you, and you're moving forward, and it's getting lighter, easier, more pleasant to kind of move forward. Maybe in the past you had to come to terms with some kind of a difficult reality, some kind of a bitter reality, where for you moving forward was excruciatingly difficult, and that was the divine's way of explaining to you the healing process. So you're much stronger, and you're able to handle when you have less fear, you're able to pursue more things that make you happy. You're also far better at healing yourself and recognizing those moments when you have to kind of stop and reassess. The Lovers, it's a card of unity and partnership, and it's a card of following your desire, following your heart, and something related to that has come to an end. For some of you, it could be that a relationship is over, could be that you are feeling alone. Even if you are in a relationship, it's really clearly there's complete failure in communication that is indicated in this combination. But like I said, the worst is over. Ten of Swords is air energy, it's air signs, so air tends to move fast, and so that is something that maybe was difficult to overcome, but it is kind of fastly moving behind you, quickly moving behind you. In the obstacle position, there's the King of Pentacles, clarified by the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is more situational. There's no person that you see in this card, so it doesn't generally represent another person in your vicinity. It generally represents the situation that you find yourself in, the mood, the energy of that situation. The King of Pentacles, it could be your energy, it could also be someone that is close to you, that is affecting you in a negative way. In a normal general position, the King of Pentacles is a wonderful sign, positive sign, all about being practical, all about, good financial omens. But in the negative obstacle position, the King of Pentacles it could be someone that is obsessed with wealth and status, and that's the only thing that they see. They kind of ignore people around, or if they see people around them who are not obsessed with wealth and status, they might kind of treat them differently a little bit, not so nice. It could be that he doesn't hide a lot of emotions, but it's generally, very bad to have pentacles. Pentacles are earth sign, and earth is feeling security and feeling stable. When you have that in the negative position, it's definitely not really feeling that stable, not really feeling secure. So definitely, stress and anxiety. It could be with the Eight of Wands. It could be that you maybe are worried about losing money, or there's some kind of a bill that is coming due, or maybe just generally lack of not as much income coming in as originally anticipated. But it definitely feels like the money is moving away from you. You're definitely worried about the aspect of the financial side, and that is what the divine here is kind of telling you, that you need to stop thinking about money. There are different ways to think about money. Sometimes, like I've heard that in Japan they have a way of kind of approaching money where every time they use it, they like say a little gratitude prayer or something like that. If you research how people treat money in different cultures, you will see that perhaps your own approach to money is making the money kind of not come to you. There is the law of attraction. There is the law of positive thinking that draws, the financial security to you. So it's definitely the way you think about money has to be reevaluated. It could be that with the Eight of Wands, it could be that maybe you're thinking there is an opportunity to make money, but the Eight of Wands is suggesting to us that you are maybe rushing into something that you don't really know that much about. So you really have to be careful about how you invest money and who you speak to, who you trust, and also kind of examining your own patterns of behavior, because if you've been in a similar situation before, then there's clearly something that is not being done correctly, primarily by you. So you also have to examine that as well. I would definitely suggest not investing any money in the period of September, and trying to work out a very, very careful budget. There's definitely ways to budget. There's definitely ways to think about money where even, on a smaller amount, you can not just survive, but have a little bit of a way to thrive as well. There's definitely different ways, and many people have so many blogs about them, articles, and just different like videos and whatnot. There's so much out there that can be used to help you with your resources. In the present position, we've got the Three of Wands and the Five of Pentacles, which is kind of funny to me, because here we have a combination between Pentacles and Wands, and here we also have a combination of Pentacles and Wands, which suggests to me that the divine is here reiterating kind of the same thing that you may not be picking up as well. Three of Wands is about a person who stands and looks out into the harbor, and there are all these ships that may be coming in the ships could be representative of opportunities that may be sort of in front of you. It could also be a card about planning. This card could be about the timing, and the divine is telling you that the time for action is now. It could be that you need to step back from your own life or your own situation and just kind of take a glimpse, take a realization of kind of looking at your own life. Sometimes when people travel, it could be therapeutic because traveling lets you look at someone else's life, and unwittingly you may compare it and you may see pluses and positives and wonderful things about your own life that you may have not noticed before. Many different countries may not have clean water and so on and so forth. So when you travel, it can be therapeutic, and it can also open your eyes to things that are going right and may not be going right. The Five of Pentacles is definitely tough energy. It's a card of maybe feeling alone or isolated or maybe unloved. Definitely not good for relationships, of course. Also financially suggests that it could be a financial hardship. For most of you, it's about being stuck in negative beliefs or some kind of a negative pattern. But keep in mind that the Five of Pentacles is not in the main position. It's only a clarifier. So to me, it suggests it could be something in the back of your mind that you are afraid of. That it could be something where you are feeling like you want to avoid a possibility where you are, having to ask for help maybe. And the divine maybe is teaching you that sometimes asking for help and interacting with others is important to you, because after all, we are a community. It could be that you are spending more, a little bit more money that you are getting, that you are earning. So it could be a warning from the divine. Hey, you should reevaluate your budget. You should reevaluate your plan. Because clearly you have big plans, but you may not be able to achieve them just yet due to financial constraints. But there's definitely clearly here you have goals and dreams and thinking. I mean, the Three of Wands can sometimes indicate increased responsibility as well. So it's definitely finding yourself, the combination here, finding yourself in a situation that is sort of your own making. So it could be a bit of a lesson for next time to make sure that you look ahead to protect your own interests. And it's definitely about looking ahead. And I think it's positive. There's going to be a positive, wonderful outcome because you've got the World, clarified by the Seven of Cups. Definitely very positive outcome. Very reassuring as well. The World is all about success. The Three of Wands is kind of like small success, and the World is big success, huge success. Definitely a completion of a cycle, so you are embarking on something new. And even though the Seven of Cups can be a card of illusions and dreams and spending, kind of losing yourself in things that are never going to come to fruition, but it's also a card of opening doors and opportunities coming your way. So emotionally you're feeling a little bit more fulfilled. It could be that you're overcoming emotional challenges and moving towards that success because you've learned the healing and you've learned how to sustain yourself as well. It's definitely, starting on a new journey that is promising to be very successful. Let's see what energy oracle cards we have to clarify some of this. And we've got financial constraints. We were aware of that. Storm warning and woman holding a heart. So there is a friend or someone in your vicinity that is very supportive, loves you very, very much, cares about you, wants you to do well, wants to protect you. So definitely there you have a friend, perhaps in the midst of a storm. The financial constraints we are aware of, because we've got the King of Pentacles in the negative position, we've got the Five of Pentacles in this reading. So definitely make sure that you budget quite well, because this period throughout September and until the end of the month can be a little bit tough on your finances. This card shows an old-fashioned safe with little money, but lots of cobwebs and dust. Money may be tight at this time, so rein in your spending and be circumspect about the financial requirements in your life. This is not a time of indulgence, so be aware of what's really important and consciously choose your expenditures. Definitely, all of us forget that sometimes small habits add up to a big habit. So doing some, exercise per day is better than doing none, because over time there is a cumulative effect. And of course, with the financial constraints as well, spending money on perhaps like a coffee from Starbucks or, something, those little kind of purchases eventually add to big purchases. So this is definitely not the time to kind of spend your money freely. This is a tightening, belt time. The storm warning is about difficulty, perhaps is coming closer, and you may already hear rumblings of potential problems. The caution here is to be conscious yet not fearful. Consider what's going on and look at the situation with calm clarity. Investigate your options and honor yourself and your intentions. Stand up for yourself and take action on your own behalf. As with all difficulty, even the worst storm passes. Definitely there are ways to kind of get through things, maybe purchase things together with other people or celebrate birthdays, as a group rather than individually. There are ways to, figure out different budgeting techniques for the time period where you have to be financially savvy. Let's see what answers we get from angels. I also pulled 3 answers from angel cards, and it says, it's up to you, no need to worry, and take action. I think I'm gonna put the take action on financial constraints, and it's up to you on this storm warning. So definitely here your perception and your reaction is going to be very important. How you handle yourself in a difficult situation is, what is going to determine your future, because it also determines how you handle in difficult situations as they come along later. But the divine here is saying that you are good. As long as you take action, you will avoid the worst. It will not touch you. The month of September may be a little bit volatile, but overall it's going to be pretty positive for you, Gemini. Let's see what ancestor or angel card I pulled, and that is a fox. Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. So clearly the times are a little bit difficult, and you may find yourself where you need to adapt, where you kind of are doing things perhaps that you haven't done before. That happens. We all evolve. We all progress. But the Spirit Fox is about stay alert. As change is in the air, the energies around you are changing at this time. And although it may not always be comfortable, you are equipped with all that you need to survive the shift. You're being presented with opportunities to reach spaces you've never encountered before. And this can make you feel on edge, but be open to the shifts occurring, because this really are the answers to your prayers. The experience of being hunted or threatened is behind you. You are being invited to come out from your den again and reveal your glory and talents. Call upon your spirit fox medicine to help you be seen for who you are, and trust in your talents in order to be the best you can be in these changing times. So definitely a fox is an interesting animal. You have to be on guard, you have to be alert, you have to be aware what kind of energies are around you. Positivity is definitely very, very important, but the spirit is giving you a tool of adaptability, of being flexible. Sometimes you have to bend a little bit and not break, which I think is what the reason why the spirit fox is the card that came out. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Gemini. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting, and I will see you next time.